It has been a year. What's up, everybody? My name is Schuyler Diehm. I'm a lifestyle fat loss coach. We also run a fat loss program that's helped our clients lose over 2,600 pounds as of recording this video. And it's not rare that I've heard from our clients that it is the easiest and most effortless way to lose weight that they have ever done. But as I'm recording this, we are about to enter 2025. And you might actually be watching this when we're in 2025. Now, at the end of the year, I always like to do a full recap of the year. I actually use a planner that lays out the entire recap of the year as well as planning out the next year. I'll put the link in the description for this if you want to grab one for 2025. But when I'm doing this recap, not only do I like to list all of the major accomplishments and cool things that I've done for the year, but I also like to really recap in terms of goals and how I performed and executed versus what I had planned at the beginning. Now, this year was a crazy one. Some of my favorite accomplishments of the year include bringing our beloved coach Amy onto the Reach Fat Loss team full time. She's my first full-time employee, one of the best decisions I've ever made. In our program, we've helped our clients lose over 2,600 pounds. We've done it sustainably. Earlier this year, I did David Goggins' 4x4x48 challenge, where I ran 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours, and I added an extra 2 at the end there to run 50 miles. A couple weeks ago, I also had the pleasure of running an actual 50-mile race all in a row, which I actually recapped in a previous video. I did the Grand Canyon rim to rim to rim with my sister in one day, which is about 48 miles and over 12,000 feet of elevation. This was the second time I did it, and we cut down 3 hours from our previous time. I also did a 50K trail run in the dead heat of summer. It was about 95 degrees during the day. That was brutal. I hiked the amount of elevation on Mount Everest in a month, and I ended it with 2 hours on the Stairmaster. I hit a dream that I've had for over 5 years now, which was hiking to Machu Picchu in Peru. I've done multiple 3-day fasts. I am actually currently almost about to complete my 4th one of the year, as well as, of course, my weekly 24-hour fast that I commit to. And when I look back to January, I really feel different. It's a little tough to explain, but I'm gonna do my best to try. So in terms of going throughout the year and experiencing all these things, I really noticed that the energy that I hold is different. I have a much deeper certainty in myself. I have a much deeper connection and faith in God. I'm praying and reading my Bible way more consistently, and I also find that I'm really able to analyze a lot of the destructive patterns that I have. Truly, although yes, I'm human, I feel sadness, I feel anger, I feel a lot of emotions that we'd consider bad. I would consider myself happier in general than I ever have. I'm in a beautiful relationship that's thriving. I'm in really good shape. I don't know if it's the best shape that I've ever been, but I'm strong. I do sprints, so I'm fast, and I can also run long distances. Our fat loss program is thriving. We're helping tons of people make some really, really amazing changes in their life. And mentally, I just feel really, really grounded and connected. And here's the thing about all of this is I'm not saying it from a braggadocious place, because truly from the bottom of my heart, I understand that God could take it away in an instant. But I truly feel like this is the year where everything came together, where the past 5+ years of the hard work I've been putting into my body, to my business, to developing myself for the ideal relationship has all paid off. And it's not only the external world, it's not only the business, the relationship, the body, but it's also the internal world as well, of how I'm able to navigate and interact with myself. But again, why am I telling you this? Because I'm not bragging. Number one, I'm just grateful. I'm really, really grateful of where I'm at right now. But number two, I want you to know I am not special in any way. I was a chubby kid. I had no idea how to work hard. I joined the wrestling team, and I think I won 2 matches, maybe 3 matches for the entirety of the 3 years that I did it. I didn't know how to work hard. It took me 5 years to get my business off the ground. I am absolutely nothing special. In fact, in high school, I had insanely low self-confidence. I had incredible social anxiety, and I really had no idea what I was capable of. But through consistency, through the grace of God, I've been able to really develop things into some amazing parts of my life. Now, the big question is how? How did I do this? It is truly as simple as setting goals and showing up daily for yourself every single day, where you're working on yourself mentally, you're working on yourself physically, you're working on yourself spiritually. Does it mean you have to take massive strides forward every single day? Absolutely not. Sometimes it's a single step. Truth be told, sometimes it's taking a step back. But if you stay consistent over the long term, there is no way that your life will not change. If I were you and I were not in the best place, I would start immediately with taking care of the body, with feeding yourself real nutrient-dense food, cutting out the garbage, with moving your body consistently, because your body is the one thing that you can control. And once you start to master control over yourself, now you can show up differently in the world when you interact with others. I'm a big fan of lifting weights. I think it really develops the correct attitude for going through the world. I'm also a big fan of meditation and prayer. And so if you can add those into your routine consistently, you will be blown away by who you can be a year from now. And the biggest secret through all of this is not expecting results right away. And so if I were to tell you to brush your teeth for 2 minutes once, and that's gonna keep cavities away from you, you'd be a little skeptical, right? Even if I were to tell you to brush your teeth for 10 minutes once, because clean teeth don't come from doing it once. It comes from brushing them for 2 minutes, day after day after day after day after day. And that is the mindset you need of starting to build yourself. It's not about these massive bursts of effort that you put in every once in a while. It's about slowly showing up consistently day after day after day after day after day. As we get into 2025, I'm just excited. I haven't done my official goal setting yet, but I have a couple ideas for what I want the year to contain. I'm gonna work on documenting more as well. So please, if you're looking to stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. But I truly hope and pray that this is the year that you really start to get it. It really starts to click that this is about consistency. It's not about showing up massively, it's just showing up consistently for yourself. That you are worth it, and that in order to change, it doesn't take massive leaps, it takes tiny steps every single day. We take on clients all the time. Our plan is focused on sustainability and lifelong change, and I would love to help you as well. So you can grab a complimentary consultation down below. But besides that, let's make this year one of the best yet. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, as always, make sure to eat smart, move more, sleep deep, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you in the next video.